Tim, with the game one experience now under your belts, 12 of you getting that, will the second game be a little bit easier game to approach or a more comfortable game to approach?
Yeah, I think we were definitely a little bit nervous coming in. I mean, the atmosphere was awesome, and it was definitely fun to play in that game, playing that kind of situations. And I felt like 5-on-5 we played a pretty good game. I think we just got to stay out of the box and, capitalize on our chances.
What specifically at 5-on-5 did you guys like about your game?
Yeah, I think obviously they have some really good players. They're really deep lineup, and I felt like we managed it pretty well to kind of keep them 5-on-5, not that much on the score sheet because they're really good players. So I think we did a pretty good job of that. And obviously, if you give them so many power plays, their skill would take over, and they have a lot of good players who can make plays. So we just got to stay out of the box.
What stood out to you as the biggest differences between playoff hockey and regular season?
I think it's faster. I think the biggest thing, it's more physical. I think they came out really hard, and obviously with the fans in their back, that helped them as well. But in the end, I think we managed to play pretty physical as well. Just got to see that we stay out of the box.
You mentioned the physical game. I think you threw about 7 or 8 hits. Just individually for yourself, what was it like for you being able to get a lot of body contact on the Leafs yesterday?
Yeah, I just tried to forecheck pretty hard. I think that's been our game kind of all year. We're trying to play physical, and I think I liked our game 5-on-5 last night. I really did, and I think we all liked it. So we just got to build on that, and we're really confident here.
Let's talk about body check. Your team a lot, like 57 body check yesterday. Is it important for you as a group to keep that kind of pace, and do you think your team is able to keep that pace? Like 57 is a lot of hits.
Yeah, I mean we're not looking at certain numbers. We just want to play a hard game. The same they want to do that too. So we worked really hard for that moment. We prepared all year, and I think we can handle it.
How would you describe the challenge of pushing towards the net and getting more chances in front of goal with the Leafs defense that they have?
Yeah, they have a lot of big guys that play hard as well. So we got to do a better job getting in front of the goalie. He's a really good goalie, so we got to get in front of him and don't make him see the puck. And then I think it's hard for every goalie.
How do you manage a day like this? What do you do when there's no practice, when you have to put last night's game behind you? What do you do?
Just recover. It was a hard game. Like I said, really physical. So recover, get the body ready for tomorrow.
Surprised by your call and the ending result, which ended up, I think, kind of helped momentum for the Leafs without getting you in trouble?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it, to be honest. I don't know what there's to say about it. I laid off too. I saw him moving the puck, so I didn't even go through him. But it is what it is, and we move on. Hopefully it'll be better in the second game.
Tim, the Leafs were pretty hard on Brady Tkachuk yesterday. What's the value of Brady in a playoff series like this against the Maple Leafs?
Yeah, it's because he's a good player. Everybody knows that, and his value is huge. He's shown it in big games, and he'll show it again.
Your thoughts on you're playing your first playoff game, and did it, aside from the score, live up to the hype?
Yeah, it was fun. It was a great experience, I think, for all of us to live it for the first time. And obviously, like you said, not the result we wanted, but there's still some kind of positives to take away from last night's game.
Will it make the approach to game 2 tomorrow a little bit more comforting now that you have that first game under your belt?
I think so, yeah. Once you get through it and the way the game happened last night, it's a lot of learning for all of us, and it's good that we went through it. I mean, it's the first game's under our belt, and now we got to look ahead to the next couple of games.
What were some of the key differences maybe from regular season towards a playoff game that you noticed?
I mean, it's just the energy in the building, the pace of the game. Everybody steps up their game, and we knew that was coming, and we knew that was going to happen. But I think for our whole group, that was just that was fun to do it last night. But you got to turn around and look on today. Obviously, enjoy the day off, but look back on the things and be ready for tomorrow night.
Aside from the power plays or penalties that you took, you guys happy with your game going into game 2 here?
Yeah, I think 5-on-5 we did some good things. We had a good forecheck, user speed. We played the game we played all season that led us to having success, and We put a lot of pressure on them and gave us chances. We didn't find the back of the net, but we had our luck. So, like I said, and obviously took too many penalties, but at the end of the day, I think 5-on-5, there's a lot of positive out of it.
Français?
C'était-tu le meilleur remède, considérant que vous n'avez pas d'expérience? Le match hier vous permet peut-être de mieux entreprendre le match numéro 2.
Oui, c'est ça. Je pense que je le vois un peu de cette façon-là. Dans un sens, c'est les punitions, les trucs comme ça fait partie de la game. Mais je pense que c'est bon pour nous, en tant que groupe, de l'avoir vécu, d'avoir passé au travers de ça. Les émotions étaient hautes. On savait que l'énergie dans l'aréna allait être haute. L'énergie des deux côtés de chaque équipe, ça allait être haut. Mais je pense qu'au bout de la ligne, c'est comme j'ai dit, il y a quand même du positif à prendre de ce game-là. La majeure partie d'entre nous a vécu la première expérience en série. À 5 contre 5, on a aimé plusieurs choses qu'on a faites. Fait que c'est un peu de ça matin, c'est de profiter de la journée de congé aujourd'hui, faire ce que tu as besoin de faire et d'être prêt pour demain soir.
Tu as parlé d'émotion. C'est-tu peut-être ça qui a été la chose la plus importante qui a manqué, la gestion des émotions?
Je dirais oui puis non en même temps. Je pense que c'est bon d'avoir beaucoup d'émotions. C'est des matchs de série, c'est des matchs qui veulent tout dire. Fait que faut que tu amènes cette énergie-là, faut que tu amènes ces émotions-là à la game. C'est pas juste des matchs de saison régulière normale. Fait que oui, à certains moments, est-ce qu'on peut peut-être gérer mieux? Oui, mais je pense que de l'avoir vécu comme ça hier soir, je pense qu'on apprend beaucoup en tant que groupe.
Qu'est-ce que tu as appris personnellement? C'est quoi du hockey de série?
Je pense que c'est juste ce que je m'en attendais. Je pense à chaque année, je regardais toutes les games. L'énergie dans l'aréna, le pace de la game augmente énormément. Mais je pense que c'était une expérience qui était le fun. C'était le fun hier soir de voir les fans de Toronto, l'aréna être bruyante, tout ça, les momentum swings en anglais qu'on dit. Mais non, c'était juste une belle expérience.
Sans vouloir te mettre les pieds dans les plats, avez-vous un commentaire concernant la gestion du match des arbitres?
Je commenterai pas après game numéro 1 là-dessus. Mais regarde, c'est la game de hockey, ça fait partie de la game. Ça va toujours être comme ça. Mais je pense au même moment, oui, est-ce qu'il y a des punitions qu'on aurait peut-être aimé reprendre un peu? Oui, mais dans le même sens, il y en a plusieurs qu'on méritait aussi. Fait que regarde, tu peux pas te casser la tête là-dessus. On sait qu'on est capable de mieux que ça, puis c'est tout.
Il y a certains commentaires qui ont été durs envers votre gardien hier après le match. Est-ce que tu as à répondre aux gens qui sont peut-être inquiets? Puis qu'est-ce qui te fait croire qu'est-ce qu'il faut pour rebondir?
Guys, on a un goaler extraordinaire devant le filet. Il a gagné un Vézina. C'est extrêmement talentueux. Il nous a tenus, je ne sais pas combien de fois pendant la saison dans des games. Il nous a gagné des games par lui-même. Fait que non, on est zéro inquiet. Je pense que c'était l'équipe au complet. Regarde, leur avantage numérique a très bien été hier soir. C'est quelque chose que nous, il faut regarder de notre côté et s'améliorer. Puis regarde, on savait qu'on allait faire face à une équipe extrêmement talentueuse avec plusieurs façons de compter, plusieurs joueurs extraordinaires à compter des buts dans l'autre côté. Puis regarde, ils ont eu une bonne soirée hier soir, mais ça va être à nous à Game 2 de se reprendre.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est dit aujourd'hui sur les choses que vous devez faire peut-être différemment pour l'entraînement?
Je pense que je vais garder ça à l'interne, mais je pense qu'au bout de la ligne, on sait ce qu'on a à faire. Regarde, on a du succès de la saison régulière en jouant de façon. C'est de cette façon-là qu'on veut continuer de jouer demain, puis on va être prêt. Regarde, l'énergie est bonne ici. Oui, c'est certain qu'on aurait aimé mieux un meilleur résultat après le match numéro 1, mais regarde, c'est là qu'il y a des séries. Je pense que tu perds une game que tu as perdu de 2-1 ou tu as perdu 10-0, ça ne change rien. Tu as perdu la game 1, il faut que tu passes à l'autre appel.
Quand on parle des Maple Leafs, les noms de Matthews, Marner, tu les connais.
Oui.
Ça revient régulièrement. Après les avoir affrontés un premier match, as-tu le feeling en tant que défenseur, je parle aux défenseurs, que vous êtes capable de les contenir si, bien sûr, vous restez discipliné?
Oui, c'est ça, je pense que tu l'as dit exactement. La discipline est grosse là-dedans, c'est sûr. Mais je pense que oui, à 5 contre 5, je pense qu'on a eu du succès. On amenait des rondelles vers leur filet. C'est une équipe qui aime moins défendre. Fait à 5 contre 5, on a fait notre travail, on a fait ce qu'on voulait faire. Le reste, c'est à nous de voir à l'interne puis de faire sûr que quand la rondelle à 7h30 demain soir, quand ça part, mais qu'on soit prêt et on joue notre hockey de la façon qu'on a eu du succès toute la saison.
How do you find balance between intensity and discipline?
Yeah, it's a fine line. Playoff hockey is emotional, competitive. I'd like to think we have a physical team, and yet there's a fine line between crossing the line and taking penalties.
What was your main message to the group this morning, Coach?
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about my main message to our group. That's between us and the team, but we're gonna have to play better than we did last night to win.
You and your guys have mentioned a couple times yesterday that you guys were particularly good at 5-on-5. What specifically about that area of the game did you feel you guys did well?
Well, you asked me that last night. Did you check to see what we did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Also just wanted to.
Yeah, I thought we played well 5-on-5. I think you mentioned slot driving plays last night. I think we dominated in that area. But again, they're going to play better. We're going to have to play better. That's the way playoff hockey is. We're going to have to stay out of the box.
How much does the first game experience will help them to manage more of their game this fall?
Well, we had a lot of guys that haven't played a playoff game, and it was exciting. I thought our guys were definitely ready to play. It's hard not to be when you get into that kind of atmosphere. It was, it was loud. It was rambunctious. Both teams came out physical. I thought we were a little nervous to start the game. I thought our passing wasn't quite where it needed to be, but I thought it got better as the game went on.
You talk about nervosity. Do you think it will help your group now that the first game is in the books and your young player have one playoff game behind the net?
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice story. I think our guys felt more comfortable as the game went on. But, it's well known usually that as the playoff series goes on, both teams are going to look to make improvements in their game, and we're going to have to do the same. To get a win on the road, we're going to have to play better than we did last night. But we liked parts of our game for sure, and it's something to build on.
Could we expect some change maybe in the lineups?
But there's potential for changes every game.
Was it tough yesterday with the momentum shifts? Like, it seemed like every time you guys would score a goal, you give a win up right away.
Well, we only scored 2. We had our looks. We got it to 2-1 and had a couple really good looks to tie the game. They've got a dangerous power play where, we can't. We got to make sure that we don't give them too many power plays, and they capitalized on their power plays.
How do you feel Brady Tkachuk handled his first taste of the net?
Good, fine, yeah.